in South Philly. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Far. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Dragons, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Great.
On the ground is a Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, you look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Loose inside the 30.
A super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Liking 18.
To throw is Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on point number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Second and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready?
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
60 Maverick.
Daniels looking to throw.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 70. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Visitors 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great. Set.
Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All the signs point to me towards that.
Breaks the tackle, Darren Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
That's going deep for Bateman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On the return comes Cobb. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing is Hurts.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
For Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
79 Broncos. 60 Bison. 60 Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Now Daniels. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go!
Now a handoff up the middle. Farr looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now that is incomplete.
With a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds his man complete. It's Person. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Great, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. His pass caught with the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Jalen Lane, as the first half is winding down. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. They'll find Bateman once more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second and goal from the 1.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Brown with his stick skills. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels on the RPO. He'll keep it himself.
That's a room to maneuver. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
A gain of 15 results in a first down.
On the check. Let's go now. Cougars, 18 Radwood. Trap 60. Ready.
Here's Daniels.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it again with Beckham. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Great, set. 180.
A handoff. Barkley running left.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Eagles first down.
First
and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Running left, it's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. Devontae Smith, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 50 yards rushing for them now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down of the yard.
70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Come back, team. Come back. Here we go. Here we go. Cooking 18. 5 in. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That should have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And McClure in the motion man right. On 4th down, here's Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Singing love from my bass compressor. Ground control.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Whitford on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Left side, he finds Pierce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's got Pierce. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's first and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jalen Lane, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Out route, it's complete to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here comes second down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
And see if you get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's third down at 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Great, set. Right there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Set.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 1st down.
Here's a give to Barkley.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now 2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here now, 3rd down.
Set.
A handoff to Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Elliott now to have the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get it. Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end.